So there's been some rough quarterback play out there in the league here through 6 weeks. Jaguars certainly saw it in Week 6 down in Dallas from Blake Bortles, Case Keenum, more interceptions than touchdowns. As we know, it's been a rough go for Eli Manning and the Giants. Derek Carr and the Raiders, just one win to speak of, and a really tough outing in London against the Seahawks here in Week 6. So look at some of those teams, some of those quarterbacks there. DJ, is there a name that obviously pops out at you glaring as a team that may look for some quarterback help?
Well, to me, if you talk about a team that maybe could be desperate, it's a team that has a chance to win a championship right now with their roster, even though we didn't see it against the Dallas Cowboys. The Jacksonville Jaguars are the most competitive team on that list that is a team capable of winning big, and quarterback's not playing great right now. So, I know it's rare to see a trade during the season, try and upgrade your starting quarterback, but man, you having those discussions inside the building, I would imagine you're at least looking at potentially what could be out there, because the team's ready to win right now. They won't be this bad on defense. They'll get that figured out. The quarterback play, though, that's concerning.
Well, Tom Coughlin and Eli Manning have history. We talked a year ago about this possibility as you saw the Jags getting good and it was going bad for Eli with the Giants. Would he make that move? And the other thing with the Jaguars is Teddy Bridgewater was out there for the taking in the offseason, and the Jets signed him to a deal, even though they had Josh McCown, and then later ended up with Sam Darnold, and the Saints went up and traded for him. They may believe he has a future there, but to me, if I'm a team trying to win now and I'm not happy with my quarterback, I am looking at Teddy Bridgewater, and I'm kicking myself for not doing that when I could have had him for nothing.
Well, they weren't the only team that could have had him and didn't get him. Look, we don't think there's going to be any quarterbacks moved, and I think, the Jaguars are committed to Blake Bortles. However, I would kick the tires on bringing in someone like Ryan Fitzpatrick, just in case there's an injury or there's that type of stretch.
Just for 3 games.
For 3 games. But I'm just saying, for 3 or 4 games, we've seen what he can do through the spirit of a football team. We see that he can win ball games on short notice.
Do you think he could score from 20 on a quarterback draw with the game on the line?
What about Jacoby Brissett? When I start thinking is another around the league, I at least make the phone call and see what it would cost.
Does Leonard Fournette make a difference for the Jaguars?
Absolutely.
According to Jim Irsay, it costs a 1, right? Didn't he say that?
For Brissett?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. What's interesting in the conversation is, we saw Derek Carr's name on there.
Yeah.
And we know things for the Raiders are going down in flames. We know they're not going to trade Derek Carr. The money is significant. They have committed to Derek Carr. He is pretty much the only face of that franchise anybody's going to recognize because they keep on going through so many different players.
I think they recognize one face right now. It's the smiling one they saw on Monday Night Football for all those years.
But do you guys buy into the NBA thing here, where it's either you're all in, you're all out, you're title or tank? I know it's a word you don't want to use in tank, but if you're the Raiders, this doesn't look like a quick rebuild. This looks like a
significant rebuild.
So I would think you're at least having those conversations again and see what maybe you could fetch.
But then you go back in the quarterback market, and you've got 25 other positions, and I'm going deep in the depth chart now that I'm going 20, that you've got to fill.
And I do believe John Gruden really likes Derek Carr and wants to make it work.
Yes,
so I think they're going to play that out.
And he's played well in this league. It's not like we haven't seen him perform well.
Yeah, he's not playing well right now, though. No. So something's got to change. I mean, I know they've got injuries on that offensive line. I mean, yesterday was just brutal for Derek.
It was.
I'm getting way ahead of myself. But if the Oakland Raiders have the first or second pick, that's going to be a fascinating decision. We can all guess what John Gruden thinks of his quarterback. We'll find out if that's the case.
If that is indeed the case.
Great point.